Scorpios, hi, welcome to your monthly reading for November. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. And if you have questions, you can also email me. So now let's see. In November, we will be in the energy of judgment because November 2025 adds to number 20 because 11 cannot be reduced because it's a master number. So that makes it judgments, the month of judgment. And judgment has to do with end of a transition. So if you were in the middle of things, like for instance, middle of a transition, like in between jobs, in between relationships, move, or something to do with health, then this is the month where you will feel like you are done with it. You will feel more lighter and as if you are releasing something. Judgment also has to do with karmic release. So for some, it may have something to do with emotional, like forgiveness and moving on. For some, it could be like change of homes, location, relocation. For some, it could be like releasing something that may not be helpful for us. So judgment offers a new opportunity for us to begin again from a new understanding. So now let's see. This is a Celtic cross, and I will also be I will what do you call I will also be pulling an oracle card at the end. So stay for your message. This month I'm using the Healing Waters Oracle deck. Okay, so it's a beautiful deck. So stay for your message. And so in the center of the reading, you have 8 of swords crossed by Page of Cups. So that's nice energy actually. And then for the subconscious, you have Temperance. For the past position, 4. And for the conscious position, 10 of Swords. For the immediate future, Hierophant. And for the advice card is 8 of Wands. And environment, you have High Priestess. So you have Hierophant and High Priestess. Opportunities, Ace of Pentacles. And the final outcome card for November, 5 of Cups. Okay, the death card is on the back of the deck. So from this, what I'm getting is travel for some of you. And looks like it's a long, tedious trip. And Fool is also here, which is another travel card. So for some of you guys, it could be like a spirituality, something to do with spirituality, because you have both Hierophant and High Priestess. So it could be you going to a place that has some kind of spiritual meaning for you. Or it could also be you taking up a spiritual practice, things like that. Okay, so you want to take care of yourself. Yeah, if it's a long, tiring trip, just know what can be done in order to make that trip a little bit enjoyable is what I want to remind you guys. But it's a golden opportunity, something that you wanted, something you have been wishing for. And then Temperance is also here, which is reminding you to have patience. When I said have patience, it could also be staying open to different way of doing things, different perspectives. Remaining flexible is also what that energy is about, and letting things be, and letting, when we get so fixated on certain things and we want things to go in a certain way, and if it's like all over the place, we get anxious. We then we struggle to make things put things back in order, and that's very tiring. So it's important to just let things be and don't worry about what's going on, and just you enjoy. It's important you just focus on yourself and what makes you what brings you that sense of joy and harmony, so focus on you, Scorpio. And death card is actually ruled by Saturn or Pluto, your sign actually. So with this, what I'm also getting is it's now Queen of Wands is also here. Okay, so let's break it down. With the death card, what I'm feeling, what I'm getting is a transformation. Like I told you, in November, we will be in the energy of judgment. Judgment has to do with releasing karmic patterns, and it's also about completing a transition. So this may not be something that you will feel comfortable with, but you are asked to release it, let it go, accept. So how this is going to play out in your life would be like, for instance, it could be change of jobs, or it could be if you work from home, then this could mean that you might have to go to work, go to your office every day, and the traffic is bad. You will have to then reschedule your make some adjustments when it comes to your daily schedules are concerned. And for some, it could be a change of homes, a relocation, and you might have to get rid of certain things that yeah that you can't take with you, you know so on the other hand, for some of you, this is like an opportunity for you to release old ways of doing things and remain flexible, and um, remain open to different perspectives. And it may not feel comfortable, because if you have been doing things in a certain way all this time, not sure, like, you know where you are in your journey. But if we have been doing things in a certain way all these years, it's difficult to now all of a sudden um, adapt to new changes, learn new skills, and move into new, like, adopt new beliefs, a new belief system, new ideas and things like that. However, there is an opportunity. So that's the reason why Temperance and Eight of Wands is here. This is reminding you to let things be, let things fall in its own place. Sometimes that's what we need. Like when we try to manipulate, control, and get fixated on an outcome, then it will be very difficult, and so it's important to just release the need for things to be in a certain way, and just open to the changes, and don't go by the appearances. So when we look at the death card, what we see is the scary image. However, we don't see the sunrise. The sunrise denotes a new morning. This reminds you that the worst is now over, and now there is an opportunity, a chance for you to begin again. Death is also about rebirth, and the rebirth would mean like looking at our situations from a fresh perspective and releasing old ways of doing things. So this is a new opportunity for you, Scorpio. So what do you want to do now? What do you want to create? How do you want to move forward? What do you want to do differently? Okay, so it's important to look at the opportunities in difficult situations, because that's where the blessing is hiding. There is a blessing in every moment, so yeah, keep your eyes on the possibilities, the opportunities, and don't worry about the messiness. Because that is also changing, that is also transforming. Change is the only constant. Every situation, just sometimes we go through that process, but then there's always light at the end of the tunnel, so maybe you are going through that process, but again, there is a golden opportunity if you want to take advantage of it. So when it comes to travel situation, this could also mean coming across some delays, some confusion there. So again, it is what it is. Just stay calm and ride the wave. Okay, so yes. So the advice card for the month of November is Eight of Wands. Now, Eight of Wands has to do with new ideas that you are coming across. So you are, um, yeah, it could be, yes. So this is what I am getting, Scorpio. This is all mind. This is where you are mulling over things, worrying about things. So ask yourself, are you getting in your own way? Are you getting in your own way? Sometimes this could be self-sabotaging tendencies. So just be aware of what's happening, because you also have Eight of Swords. So both these cards here has to do with being in the mind, worrying about things, and again, logic, um, outcome, perfection, wanting things to be in a certain way. So all those things. So it's valid, like whatever it is, the situation, it all depends upon the situations you are coming across. Maybe something that you are working on, something to do with relationships, something to do with travel, whatever the case may be. But just be mindful of this energy that you are in the mind, okay, and know how that's making you feel. So when we are worrying and worrying about things and feeling bad about certain things, it won't be possible for us to receive the guidance that we are receiving. It won't be possible for us to hear our intuition, and all those new insights that we are getting. So that's the reason why this is your advice card. This is reminding you that you are now receiving a lot of new ideas, new insights. Like there is also energy, inspiration, motivation. So your energy is um y- okay, so this is what I am getting, because you have Hierophant and High Priestess. So this has to do with spiritual awareness, okay, and psychic awareness. So your energy is changing, and because your energy is now changing, um, it won't be it will also be a little bit difficult, meaning you will also, it won't be possible for you to, you'll be like a sponge, absorbing the negativity and the um, what's happening in the environment. And it won't be possible, you will be sensitive to noise, you will be sensitive to um, toxic energy. So just be aware of this, like what's happening. And it's not about, it's about, again, becoming aware of it, becoming aware of your own energy. So it will be a little bit difficult. So depending upon where you are, um, this might feel a little bit difficult. Again, it's a transition, it's a process, and once you are out of it, you will be in a good place, is what I want to say. So now is a time when you want to protect your energy, protect your space, set boundaries, say no without feeling guilty, and focus on you. Like I said in the beginning, you want to focus on yourself, Scorpio. And yes, there will be, people's demands, their expectations, and if you have been taking care of them all your life, then it won't be like you will be coming from that place automatically. Like most of us, you know 99% of human beings, they are on autopilot mode. We don't make conscious choices and decisions. We are letting our past patterns make choices for us, and we are just following um, what the mind is asking us to do. So we want to ask ourselves, who is in charge here? So are we letting our mind take control, or are do we want to be in charge? So who is running the show here? So that is something we want to ask ourselves, So yes, focus on your energy and how you can stay more calm and grounded and balanced and happy. When we are happy and when we are at peace, then we can handle everything. It won't be when we are happy and joyful, then it will be possible for us to handle the situations that we are coming across with in a calm way. Otherwise, our own emotions get in between, and then it will be a shit show. So it will be a big mess. So focus on your energy, regardless of what's happening in the environment. And yes, in the environment, you have High Priestess. So High Priestess is a card of sensitivity and also, like I said, transition. Um, so and it's coming through very strongly for you guys. So if you are in a transition, then with the Judgment card, this could mean completion. Okay, and then it will be possible for you to move forward and begin again. A new beginning is what this energy is. So yes, for some, the High Priestess energy could mean you visiting a spiritual a religious place, some kind of like some a place that has some meaning for you. Or it could be spiritual retreat, it could be collaborating with people who are into spirituality, or for some it could be counseling, therapy, someone you are meeting like a tarot reader or an astrologer, past life regression, reiki. It could be something that you are taking up. So this could be your energy as well, Scorpio. And if this is your energy and if you are into spirituality, then this could mean you diving deeper, you strengthening your own connections with yourself, or it could be you taking up a course, learning more about this subject and connecting with people who are into who do does what you are doing. And so healing and teaching is also what this energy is. So that is something that you want to consider, if you are still thinking about it. And with Temperance, this is where you are looks like collaborating with others and experimenting with things, trying something new and different, trying new waters is what this energy is. So a coming together is happening. And for some, if this is a totally new environment for you, if this is something that is new to you, then you are also remaining patient, and taking it slowly and being observant, so you can learn more. Yeah, this could also be somebody else that you are meeting. It could be a healer, a teacher, a counselor, a medical practitioner, a Reiki practitioner, someone you are meeting. High Priestess is ruled by Cancer. Hierophant is ruled by Taurus energy. And then Temperance is Sagittarius energy. All right. So in the past, you have the Fool card. So Fool is a new beginning. So this is where you are beginning something and you may not know what to expect, and maybe, like I said, a new field, you learning something new, or going to a place that is like exploring a new place, travel, connecting with new people, new opportunities, things like that. And you may not know like how this is going to pan out, so there is this uncertainty and things like that. But this is where you are coming from faith that everything is going to be okay. So yeah, this is excitement, and you are jumping into it with faith, that is important. And you are traveling light, which is important. So for instance, like I said, if you are moving, you are not taking a lot of things and you are letting go. And it could be that you are donating and giving away, something like that. Traveling light. So look at these cards, a totally brand new beginning. That is, like I said, a rebirth moment, and this is a brand new beginning. When I said brand new beginnings, it could be some changes happening in your external, like a new job, a new business, a new relationship, a new place, or it could also be internal. The way you are looking at your situations, your life, yourself, the how you want to create your experiences, your goals, your dreams, taking action, and not letting past patterns influence your choices and decisions. So, this is all about letting go of fear based thinking and moving forward despite the fear. But with eight of swords, it, you are going back to that energy of what if, or like as if your hands are tied, as if you don't know what to do. Um, but keep the faith is what I want to say. Just release expectations and stay open to new experiences in whatever shape and form they want to show up. Maybe that's also happening for a reason. So yeah, what I want to say is remain neutral, meaning instead of good and bad, maybe think about seeing the opportunities hidden in difficult situations, and that will help you stay at peace. So with this could also mean something to do with your health, Scorpio. So it could be your eyes, headaches, it could be body pain, things like that. Know if this is happening due to stress. This could be stress related. Okay, so just be aware of that. On the other hand, with this, yeah, it could also be that you are just following someone's instructions blindly. So it could be like if this is travel, it could be that you are going with other. It could be like a travel group or something, and you then have to just follow whatever they are asking you to do, like so it could be that for some of you. On the other hand, this could also be like the general energy. So know what's happening, and this is a foggy mind. And if you are not clear about what you want, then you, when we don't make that decision, other people makes it for us. So, and then you don't want to complain and blame, and that will be like, it doesn't make any sense at all. Because we all have choices. And when we give that power to somebody else and let them make decisions for us, and if that doesn't go well, then blaming them is, does that make sense? I don't think so. So if this is like, if you are experiencing that, it's important to wait and find clarity. So it could also be, again, reaching out for perspectives, learning about things, doing your research, gathering information, connecting with new people, and giving it some space and time, so you are clear about what you want. Instead of blindly following people's advices and their suggestions and their opinions. So Ten of Swords is also here. This is where something to do with communication is also coming through. Maybe that is, so just be aware of thoughts, words, because you don't want it to come back and affect you, because it might. So that's the nature of life. What we give out come back to us in some form or the other. So just be aware of this. And um, what I want to say is, keep your thoughts and words positive. Yeah, Page of Cups is also here. You will connect with someone. So it could be a friend, you know, some new experience. So it's very strange that these cards showed up. So a spiritual experience, something magical, something mystical is happening this month. So just pay close attention to your own intuition. Yes, and Hierophant here is you taking up a spiritual practice. So for some of you, it could be you visiting a temple, church, or again, you learning from someone. But this could also be, yeah, uh, if you are learning something like if you are in school, this is graduation. So like you completing a semester or completing a certification, things like that. So graduation. On the other hand, like I said, with both these cards, it feels like, you are taking up a spiritual practice and you are diving deep into it. um, and Scorpio, that's what your energy is all about, diving deeper in order to find the truth. And yes, so yeah, you are all in, is what I want to say. Whatever it is that you are beginning here, soon it's becoming like a something really something that you are taking up seriously. Like, this is where you are committed, you are dedicated, disciplined, organized, and yes, something to do with your beliefs. So hierophant here has to do with traditional beliefs. So going back to, like, the way you used to do things, like something that worked for you in the past, something that, a tradition, like something that your parents, the way your parents used to do things, the way you used to do things in the past, like when you were a child, you know so old traditional way of doing things. So for some of you guys, it could also be like, for instance, if you are something to do with health here, if that is something that you are coming across, then this could also mean like some Ayurvedic treatments, massages, alternative therapy, so going for traditional way of medicines, traditional way of doing things, maybe that will help. For some of you, it could also be getting a past life regression done to understand what you are coming across. On the other hand, with Hierophant, this is where you are stepping up, Scorpio, meaning it could be that you are becoming a teacher, a healer, or it could also be people coming to you for your suggestions, your perspectives, and things like that. And it could be that you are mediating. So if somebody is coming across some conflicts or some situations, they are approaching you for your guidance, your perspectives and things like that. With Hierophant and Ten of Swords, what I want to say is, again, remaining flexible is important. Know where do you want to stick to your own ideas about things, and where do you want to stay open to new way of doing things, because that will make things much, much easier for you. So it's all about experimenting, mixing different way of like different ideas, different way of doing things, being more creative, being more inventive and things like that. That's what you are doing here. It could be traditional way of doing things with more contemporary methods, if that makes sense for you. So not sure what exactly you are doing. So it could be something to do with medicines, something to do with the way you are approaching your situations, the daily situations that you are coming across. It could be the way you cook your food, maybe, or it could be, when it comes to relationships, or the way you do your business. When it comes to your business, um, your work related something. This is where you're collaborating with others and exchanging ideas and coming up with something new. All right. So a difficult situation is now ending. So there is a sudden ending, and however, it's actually paving the way for a new beginning. So I want to draw your attention towards the sunrise happening on both cards. So there is a sunrise happening here. The night is now, the dark is now gone. It's now ending. And here also, the sunrise denotes like new clarity, new information, new energy, and new way of looking at your life situations. And it and then Ace of Pentacles here has to do with you um, accepting an opportunity, and yes, a golden opportunity. So again, for some it could be like a period of inactivity. Like if it felt like you are stuck and nothing is happening, then this is where the movement is happening. Okay, so with both these energies, it feels like, that the phase of stagnancy, and that is now going away. So the transition, if like I said, is now ending, and this is where the movement is happening now. Amazing. And here, you are ending the month with Five of Cups, but I don't see any, like, even though this has to do with grieving and focusing on what's gone, but what I'm seeing is this again is a temporary phase. So like I said, this is like a rebirth moment for you. So for something to do with like your relationship, it could be that you are parting ways, or it could be that you are starting a new relationship, and it could be that so whatever it is that you are leaving behind, so this is where you are taking time to look at the past in order to understand. But but what I want you to remember is, while you were going through it, did you really enjoy? Sometimes we like, our human tendency is to always talk about the good old days, but while we were going through it, I don't think any of us, like, it all depends upon the situation, but every, you know so life is not a bed of roses. The phases we go through, different phases in our life, and all phases comes with its own wins but its own challenges as well. But when we look back, sometimes we only think about the good old days, and we just totally forget about the challenges, and sometimes we are only focusing on the challenges. So that's what I'm getting from this card. So now, certain, yeah, you are letting go of certain things, but there is a golden opportunity. The Two Cups here has to do with a chance for you to begin again. And so it's important to be mindful of where the focus is. If we are focusing on what's gone, what's lacking, what's missing, and how things used to be and everything, we won't see the opportunities of the present moment. So the opportunities of the present moment could mean the people in our life, people who love us, people who we love, and it could be something that we can be grateful for. It could be our health, it could be what we are surrounded with, friendships, it could be opportunities. So whatever the case may be, what we have, we take them for granted, and we are always focusing on either the past or the future, but not the present moment where we are now. And where we are now is also a place that we always wanted to be. Like, if we think about it, um, the this wherever you are now is something that you were also hoping and wishing for. So but when we arrive there, we just take things for granted. So that is something to be mindful of. Yes, sometimes we have to look at the past in order for us to move forward, meaning we need to understand, okay, so what happened, what transpired, what are the lessons, And when we understand what the lessons were, we can integrate them and create better experiences in our future. So in that way, it's important to look back in order to move forward with clarity, so if that is the case, awesome. But know like how this is affecting you, and if because of this focus, if you are if it's taking you away from the blessings of the present moment. Because if we do that, then when we look back after 5-10 years, we will feel bad about things again. So that is something, maybe whatever it is that you are learning here, you are becoming aware of, is drawing your attention towards what's happening now, so you don't have to feel the same way in future. So let go of what's gone, because you have outgrown them, and life is giving you another opportunity to create something more meaningful, growth, and enriching experiences, abundance, prosperity, things like that. That's what the two cups here denotes. So instead of thinking about what you don't have available, think about what you have available, you know. So that will make things easier. And Eight of Wands is your advice card for the month. And this card is also asking you, Scorpio, to come back home. So what does that mean for you? Come back home. So this could mean, strengthening your commitments to yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, meaning creating that balance. Yes, our physical health is important, so is our emotional health. Where we are putting our energy, our attention is important. So it's important to know, wherever how we are feeling. So that's an indicator. So if we are feeling exhausted and tired, we can actually check where our thoughts are, what kind of thoughts we are entertaining. So when we become aware, we can pull back our energy and put it towards good use. So yeah, mind, body, and spirit. So the way we exercise our body, we also have to exercise our mind. Meaning, like, we don't want to entertain thoughts that are not helping us in any way. And then our spirit is taking up a spiritual practice that help us ground and balance our energies. So mind, body, spirit. And so establishing that sense of inner peace and harmony, regardless of what's going on in the environment, regardless of what's going on in the world. So that is important. So it's important to know what you have control over, what you don't have control over. And yes, so come back home. So for some of you guys, it could be your physical home. With Ace of Pentacles, this is where you are investing in something. So it could be a new home for some of you, buying a new home, investing, or for some, it could be like higher education, investing in yourself. All right, now let's see. So this month is also mostly about releasing old way of doing things. Now, what does that mean for you? Again, so what patterns, what habits are getting in the way? So Scorpio, it's really important for you to understand what is it that you truly want to experience, and what's in between, what's getting in between, and what can you do to eliminate these blocks, these obstacles, so you can move towards what you really want to experience. So again, it could be something to do with food, of people you hang out with, places that you have outgrown, habits, patterns that you have outgrown, um, and creating new beliefs. Yeah, patience is important through these changes. Yes, you are going through enormous change. That's what I'm seeing with death card. And it's not, this is transformation. You are becoming somebody else, Scorpio. So this is, again, like I said, new growth, renewal, resurrection of the resurrection. And these are not, it's not unicorns and ice creams. This is difficult. This is a difficult process. Uh, Shedding the old skin, and it's painful. It's challenging, and through these changes, the energy is reminding you to have patience and be kind to yourself. And yeah, self care is extremely important. On the other hand, what I'm seeing is, like, for the death card could also mean something to do with transportation. So it could be your vehicle, and this is where, if something is happening there, this is where you are buying a new one. So some purchases that you are making, and watch your steps. You have eight of swords as well as Fool card. This is where this person is actually not looking, um, you know, but he's jumping, and so yeah, when you are crossing roads, and if you are carrying something heavy, just watch your steps. So also on the road, just be careful. This could mean getting a ticket, and you might have to then pay. Okay. So these are those little things that are coming through for you. And also remember not to blindly follow people's advices. Yeah, it's important to stay, like also said, stay open to different perspectives, but you at the same time, that doesn't mean blindly following someone's suggestions. You also want to know how this is going to work out for you, what's best for you. Something to do with your pets. It could be that you are getting a new pet, and it's a lot of work. Especially if it's like if it needs a lot of care. And wherever you are, there are like strict rules, policies. And so if you are, like, sometimes, yeah, that will also be a challenge. So it could be, again, old beliefs, like traditional way of doing things. And hierophant could also be someone you are dealing with. So this could be someone who is stuck in their own ways. They don't like change. They just want to be in their own comfort zone and do things the way they always did things. So it's like a very something that they are not open to, and so it will be a little bit difficult, um, if you are trying to change things up and try something new, different. It will be a little bit difficult. So it all depends upon where you are, again, and how you want to navigate that situation. Because if it's a parent, there is nothing you can do. Like, you just have to be kind and accept things as they are. But if it's like an organization you are dealing with, then you have to then bring it up and talk about things and take it up with them. Scorpios, your message is making waves. All right. Yes. I don't see it here though. That I don't see you are making waves. But well, like okay, this is where I see it. So number 10 here has to do with completion. So this is where a difficult, like I said, told you, a difficult situation is now ending and you are rising stronger, Scorpio. So from this situation, yes, you have learned things and now you are ready to move up. Hierophant. Okay, you are going to the next level. So again, this has to do with expansion, growth, something to do with your business, something to do with your life in general. So you are beginning something new here, a golden opportunity. Okay, let me read this out to you. Making waves. It could be that you are taking a vacation. Where is it? Okay, here, 104. Okay. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. Aha. There you go. The waves are rolling in and they are waiting for you to catch a ride. The winds are at your back now and gently guiding you towards your destiny. They are whispering for you to really enjoy the ride. Aha. So, didn't I tell you in the beginning something to do with um, yeah, I don't know. Like I have to go back and rewatch the video. I did say something about riding the wave. Okay. There are clear skies ahead and the waves keep rolling in. It's impossible for you to miss your moment or to not answer your calling. The only risk is that you don't make the most of and enjoy the ride. Yes, now I remember. This is what I was saying. So that this has to do with, this resonates with this card. Okay, this has to do with letting things be and not trying to make things perfect, and to also be aware of expectations. Maybe when you let go of expectations and just release, um, you know, just stay open to what the opportunities that you are coming across, the daily experiences you are coming across, then it will be possible for you to discover something new, something different that maybe you haven't imagined, you were not expecting. So ride the wave, Scorpio. Be flexible. This is an extremely positive, encouraging card. Your commitment is paying off and your prayers are being answered. You are being supported by forces both known and unknown to you. This is most definitely your time. Things have been building for some time and momentum is all around you. Whether you are working on a creative project, having an impact in your professional life, or creating something in your personal life, this card is confirmation that great success will follow. So put in place whatever you need to make the most of this unique opportunity. Now is the time to ask for what you want and to let yourself be truly seen. So much is on your side. The harvest time is here. Do whatever you need to do whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you have been working towards is here. Healing waters affirmation. I open my arms wide to receive the bounty of what I have created and say yes to enjoying life fully. Yes. So that's what this card is also about. So this is about a pleasant surprise. So when you do not let the mind get in between, logic get in between. Instead, if you just listen to your heart and stay open to experiences and remain curious, then it will be possible for you to go with these changes and embrace new experiences. And so it also has something to do with a golden opportunity you are coming across. So again, like I said, this is a chance for you to move up, take things to the next level. So it may again has to do with healing, teaching, sharing your knowing with others, and using your skills to make money. So abundance. Yeah. So Scorpio, that this is a powerful message. I want to go back and read it. I will do it later. But this is a great message. Thank you so much for being here listening. And I hope this was helpful. If these messages resonated, do remember to support the channel, like, comment, and help me grow this channel. Thank you so much. And please take good care of yourself. Have a magical month ahead. This is manifestation, by the way. So, yeah, have a magical month, Scorpio. And please take good care of yourself. And I will see you in the next reading.